Hello, my name is Pony7 and welcome to, well, something new for the channel that I'll hopefully get going. Not sure how it will fit in, but Darkest Dungeon. It's about making the best of a bad situation. Quests will be failed or must be abandoned. Heroes will die. Oh, I took too long reading that. Yes, welcome to Darkest Dungeon from Red Hook. I've been getting back into it recently in the off time and decided, you know what, screw it. Let's get a campaign going on for YouTube. So this will be it. So there we go. Yeah, all the DLC: Musketeer, Crimson Court, Districts, Flagellant, Shieldbreaker, Color of Madness. No, this is not my first estate, although I haven't actually completely finished the game. We're not gonna go Blood Moon. I'm not good enough for that. We're just gonna go Darkest, which is the normal setting. And this should be the Pony7 estate. That seems good. Only mods I have are cosmetic, and they aren't enabled in this run, so I don't want to worry about any different looking things.
You will arrive along the old road. It winds with a troubling, serpent-like suggestion through the corrupted countryside, leading only, I fear, to ever more tenebrous places. There is a sickness in the ancient, pitted cobbles of the old road, and on its writhing path, you will face viciousness, violence, and perhaps other damnably transcendent terrors. So steel yourself, and remember there can be no bravery without madness. The old road will take you to hell, but in that gaping abyss, we will find our redemption.
Yep, there we are. We're going to hell. And not a handbasket, but a carriage, which is now very dead. The carriage is gone. It's dead, Jim. And the caretaker has fled somewhere. Who knows? To make the rest of the journey on foot. This is effectively the tutorial level of the game. And it's actually quite possible to fail if RN Jesus decides that, no, you shall not hit anything and they shall hit you for crits. Because you don't have a healer in this tutorial. You have nothing. Map navigation, you're currently in a room. And this is how the game kind of works. You journey to rooms, and then there's either encounters or treasure, stuff like that on the route, and then there's sometimes battles in the rooms. And they're kind of turn-based.
Brigands have run up these lanes. Keep to the side path. The hamlet is just ahead.
There we go. Adjust the sound for me, which also may be adjusting it for you, which will make it fun for editing me. I'm sure he's going to thank me for that. One hallway, they had to move forward and back for the mouse. One thing to note, though, moving backwards in a hallway causes stress, unless they've changed it. I haven't actually tried it since reinstalling, but I do remember going backwards adds stress. Yep, kill the enemy, combat is turn-based, on the hero's turn, click the skill icon, click the highlight target, yep. Fairly simple. Can't select a particular skills because the hero needs to be sitting at a different spot, or there are no valid targets. That is something that comes into importance. Right now, pistol shot can't hit because there's no enemies in the 3, 2, 3, or 4 position, only in the 1. And he'd only be able to use pistol shot in the 2, 3, and 4 of our respective positions. You can't use it in the 1. Of course, tracking shot, you can use it anywhere, and it's actually a little bit useful in the farmstead, which we aren't in the farmstead, and we will be going to the farmstead for a little bit, because the farmstead is the endless mode, and higher ranking guys are going to the farmstead, not our guys. So we're going to use Open Vein, which is accuracy base 95, has 100% bleed rate, but he has bleed resistances. 20% bleed, so it's 80% chance for bleed. And then it also debuffs his 20, so if we were to use Open Veins again, if he survives, which is doubtful, especially since he's bleeding, and we also have the Crusader up next, he would have survived. We're just going to smite him for 8. Loot! Each item you take, each item if you take it, because you have limited inventory, and most of our items to show details about them, this works in your inventory too. So we got 100 gold. That will come useful later. And not right now, but later. And here's a curio. In fact, the good timing with that pop-up. While exploring, you often find interactive objects, curios. Click or W to investigate them. Take a look at this tent. So somebody's camped here recently, so we could technically, because you optional, drag an item here to use it on this object. So some of them, if you don't go and use an item, there's a fairly good chance you'll get, poisoned or something like that. But if you use the item, it basically gives you the best opportunity, or it changes what you get. But we're not going to use the gold, because that makes no sense on the tent. And I'm pretty sure it's basically guaranteed to run out this way.
Unchecked.
Not certain though.
There is much to be found in forgotten places.
Because again, this is RNG, so that could actually be a normal tent in the game that could give you a bad item or a bad experience. Because there's two sides, positive and negative, to every single curio.
An ambush. Send these vermin a message. The rightful owner has returned, and their kind is no longer welcome.
My suit dodged for 3 rounds. That's not the best. So we could grape shot, alas, but that comes with it hits multiple targets, or has a chance to hit multiple targets. Excuse me. But it also lowers the damage by half. Or pistol shot. If we crit, we might kill. Maybe. No, a low roll. That was a minimum roll. Now, Crusader. This is your standard. You'll get these 2 guys every single time. They'll be the exact same name guys as well, not the same quirks and everything, and the same skills. So it's useful to go over. He's not unholy, so we won't get the bonus damage. And again, actually, I'm gonna stun because he has a very dangerous attack that he can. Oh, he resisted. He does that. That does a lot of damage. And we have no healers. So it's actually quite possible to get killed in this tutorial mission. Open vein while you're here. Yes, a bleed. 2 damage, that's 6 damage total. Punishment. Don't stop focusing the Crusader. Crusader's bleeding. Yeah. There'll be no blood left for the leeches indeed. Stun him, please. I'd like him to be stunned. He's got a 50% stun resist. That's part of it. And actually, you can see their skills. So, punishment, bleeds and adds stress. Point blank shot is a debuff and will push back. Do we move you back? Oh, you're at 7. Tracking shot. Oh, it's 2 to 3. No, yeah, because it's a minus 80% damage. It's good for the farmstead because there's, or actually, as to that, I'm pretty sure there's things outside the farmstead that can go into stealth. So it's good for those because if you, oh, he didn't die. He's on 2 health. Random whips. If they are in stealth, you can't hit them unless they're except for AoEs. I can speak. Let's open vein.
Prodigious size alone does not dissuade the sharp.
And now, this is actually something added in after I started playing. Corpses. When most monsters die, they leave corpses. Corpses act as temporary obstacles and will eventually go away on their own. So over time, they deal damage themselves. Of course, you can attack them to make them go away faster, but you can often use range skills to attack past them, push-pull skills to shuffle position around, like his point-blank shot. That's a example of a push skill. And there's also corpse clearing skills. The leper has some, the shield breaker has some, I believe. There's other ones around too. I think also the plague doctor has one. And they can also be monsters killed, or humans killed with bleed, blight, or crits. Don't leave a corpse. So you'd always kind of want to, if you can, kill with a bleed or a blight or you crit, because then you don't have to deal with the corpse, because the corpse stays in the position that it was in and holds the exact same space. So right now, our Crusader friend can do nothing. Well, he can do something. He can move. There's always, you have 4 options and you can move, or you can skip. But if you pass, he gets stressed. So I'm going to do that so that our highwayman, Damascus over here, can use a pistol shot. Oh, he killed him. A higher roll. Ooh. Uncommon. Book of Holiness. Minus 20 stress. 10% death blow risk. Death blow resist. That's something we'll come to. Completing a quest. We'll get the death blow when hopefully we don't ever have to, but if someday gets down to 0, we'll cover death blow then. Basically, return to town on the quest if you complete it. You don't need to return to the starting room, which is actually a good thing. And then also when you complete the quest, you get this option screen as well. So you can return to Hamlet, or if you're in a treasure room, you can continue adventuring and get the treasure. However, that particular treasure chest is, I'm pretty sure, always booby-trapped in some way. It always either gives you disease or does something to you, so we're just going to ignore it and return to Hamlet. It even says booby-trapped chest on the chest, if I remember right, so better to go away and live fight another day. Now, effectively, victory screen. Ragnold and Damascus have just leveled up to Resolve level 1 now, which is good. Resolve level is effectively, that's probably less than good as all. Inspiring Tune, that'll be good. He's actually going to be a good pick with a Jester with Inspiring Tune. That's something to keep in mind. But now he's gotten extra quirks along with the quirks they have from the beginning, like Reginald is a kleptomaniac, which is why, if I can, I'll get a second Crusader and use him exclusively until I get the Sanitarium, so that Reginald here does not decide to just steal piles of gold or gems or a very, very handy artifact that would greatly help a hero.
Welcome home, such as it is. This squalid hamlet, these corrupted lands, they are yours now, and you are bound to them.
Alright, get help where you may, and on your screen, press and hold H, seek contextual help for controls in that mode. Quite a helpful thing. This is our time. I'm prepared. Are you sure you're prepared? Are you sure? Stagecoach. Stop number 1.
And men, soldiers and outlaws, fools and corpses. All will find their way to us now that the road is clear.
Stagecoach is your hero lifeblood. You'll need to recruit all these heroes to fill out a party of 4. Dragging up into your roster. Right now we only have it's only available to have 2, and they're also basically always the same. Although their skills are not. In this case, Mace Bass times 1, that actually gives her something to do. Hand of Light. Interesting that her preferred position is the number 2 position. She's resilient. Stress heal receive. That's good. That's not good. And 5% melee skills. That's also less than good. Interesting that it's saying her preferred position is in the number 2 position. I guess that's because most of her skills can be used in the 2nd position. Well, only Divine Grace can't. Basically, she's one of the 2 healers.
A sister of battle, pious and unrelenting.
Indeed. And then we have the Plague Doctor. He's got Blinding Gas, Stun. Oh, he's actually got a fairly good going on there. Healer's Gift. Skills while camping, that's good. Armor upgrade cost, it's also good. Will only drink. That's less than good. Reginald, he's also God-fearing. So Reginald has a couple quirks we would like to get rid of. God-fearing, like the drinking one, he'll only pray for stress relief. And the Caretaker, well, he likes to sometimes go and take up a position in your stress healing. Actually, he always does. So you can quite easily find yourself in a position where you can't actually de-stress Reginald.
What better laboratory than the blood-soaked battlefield?
Because the Caretaker has decided that he should pray.
More arrive, foolishly seeking fortune and glory in this domain of the damned.
Yes, we can now embark on our next mission. We're gonna stop the Nomad Wagon.
Trinkets and charms gathered from all the forgotten corners of the earth.
Gambler's Charm. That's kind of good on tank, maybe, but can't have it. Houndmaster only. Because there's general charms, and then there's specific charms. Scouting chance of below 51. Except right now I prefer to do high light runs instead of a low light. Effectively, the torch is an important mechanic.
End up here, covered in the poisoned earth, awaiting merciful oblivion.
Yep. This is a very deadly game. You can quite easily
In
find them dead.
time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings.
Effectively, this, as you go through them, you can replay parts. Like I can replay The Old Road or House of Ruin, which is the opening cutscene. Let's embark.
A mecca of madness and morbidity. Your work begins.
Quests and parties. This is where you select quests from and form an adventuring party. 4 heroes. We already have the 4. Drag heroes into slots. And then, of course, there's a nice little tip. It's like the usual suspects, but if you swap them around, it's a Red Hook. Don't know why. It's literally the exact same party with the exact same skills. In fact, I don't think anybody can use any less skills. They're just different names. Send me out again. Yeah, don't worry, you're going out. Stun resist, -2 dodge. There's always trade-offs with these charms most of the times. Test yourself. Nice and easy. Can't go to the farmstead, can't go to the courtyard. That's Crimson Court. That's Color Madness. Both of those are going to wait. And technically, we could go straight for the Darkest Dungeon. We are the Flame. But we're not going to. That would be bad. Everybody would die. Because Resolve level is how high of a quest that can go on. Like Apprentice level 1. That's the recommended Resolve level. These guys are level 0, so they're going to take more stress than the level 1 guys are. Because they're more used to the stress. So if we try to send these guys in against the Darkest level quest, I mean, we could get the Covenant Signet. Less stress if it has Crimson Curse, which is actually both a good and a bad thing. And Talisman of the Flame, which I'm guessing is a consumable. And 18 crests and 15,000 gold. But it requires basically Resolve level 6, and it's a medium quest. But these level 1 and level 0 characters, they would just crumble under the stress almost immediately, because they don't have the resolve. They haven't built themselves up and go, this is nothing, it's fine, we can do this.
In gold, later in blood.
Yeah. Different supplies depending on which region you go into, how long the quest is, and your own preferences, but always bring some food and torches. Yeah, for your first quest, try to bring at least 8 food and 4 torches. Yeah, 8 food is actually the amount I would go for as well, just on a short quest. Because, let's put it this way. You can get events in the dungeon, just walking around. Hunger events, for example. It's outside the curios and all that. And if you don't have any food, you take damage, which can be fatal. 2 shovels, a key, a couple bandages. And I take 8 torches, even on short quests, because I prefer to keep the light level as high as I can. especially with lower resolve characters in a rank 1 quest, because you get advantages when a light level's high, like more monsters surprised, player crits, I think, and scouting chance, which is actually kind of nice because then you can know, oh, I don't need to go this way in order to do the thing. But you also lose out on loot. So Radiant Light, 100%. You gain extra dodge, extra scouting, and there's extra chances that monsters will be surprised. And actually, you can voluntarily reduce the torch. I didn't even know that, because I'd always just go and look and I see the thing, I think, oh, it's, you know, fill up the torch and all that. But no, that's actually to reduce the torch if you want to do darker runs, because as you get darker, now we're still in Radiant Light, and actually there's a free torch. That's always a nice thing.
Wealth beyond measure, awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
I was okay, I wasn't aware that torches were a valuable commodity, but now we've just triggered into Dim Light 70, so now you're gonna get extra stress and monsters gonna crit more, but you still get extra dodge, extra scouting, and monsters still more likely to be surprised. But of course, as the torchlight dims, things go worse. Now round 1. Let's just buff the Crusader, since that's all you can do in that position. Damage and speed, so that's good. Just party heal. That was a good party heal as well. Why can you have no skills for that position? Right. Pistol shot. Could kill him. It didn't kill him, left him on 1 health. Because, you know, it would. Like, of course, focusing on him makes sense. I guess, kind of. Stealth accusation, 5 to 9. Sure. Didn't kill. Killed 1. Didn't kill the other. Now. Alright. Well, I guess we weren't going to get to heal. I would have liked to have gotten a heal off, but
creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
We didn't, and then we got a scouting proc. So we now know that the room ahead of us is empty, and there's going to be a battle and an obstacle on our way. And unlock Strongbox. It's unlocked, so we don't need to use the key on it. A shovel, 4 crests, and jade. Why are you keeping a shovel in a Strongbox? Is it a shovel of destruction or something like that? A world ending the shovel? Now this is
cold stone seems bent on preventing passage.
Yep. Shovels are kind of important. That's why I picked 2, because sometimes you can have more than 1 obstacle. Sometimes you can have no obstacles. Sometimes you can find shovels and all that. But yeah, having to clear it by hand takes a lot of time, and also does damage. So you lose a lot of torchlight and all that. It's not good. The light is fading. Current torch level the torch level affects many mechanics in the game. The darker it gets, the harder things get, but the greater the rewards. Yep. So now, at Shadowy, we actually got a surprise. There'll be more stress. Monsters are more accurate and do more damage. There's higher crits, and also our heroes now have a chance to be surprised. And the surprise is basically whichever party is not surprised, guaranteed goes first. But we get better loot, we will crit more often, and monsters are still slightly surprised. I don't want to act if I can all help it, because you cause a lot of stress, and we got the sun off good. Although next time she won't be as resistant. And you missed. Of course you missed. Heal the Crusader, because he needs to be healed. And then just smite the 8 guy, because you're more like...
Another abomination.
Or you can crit for 21. But to say you're more likely to kill him, because you do 6 to 12. But no, you're going to crit for 21. Okay, yep. That's fine. Eldritch Push. No damage. That is annoying. That is very annoying. Luckily, you can still act from here, and you... Please hit something. I'm gonna swap you back. That way he can actually act. He's got a proc for 15. Oh, because he got a crit. So he's protection. He's more resistant to damage. Let's buff the Crusader because then he'll be faster, and he'll also do more damage, which is good. Damage is good. So now he'll do 7 to 13, basically, because other skill, selected skill from the smite, and it's versus unholy, so extra damage. In fact, it does even more against her. Although she's got dodge 13, so she's a hard one to hit. Oh really? Minimum roll? RNGesus really does not like us today. Oh, don't push my party around. Okay, thank you. At least he didn't push the party around. Just heal his
vigor is restored.
Or crits. You know, that's fine. Kill him, please.
As the fiend falls,
Eliminate damage.
blossoms.
Nobody can hit you, it seems. Oh, there's a nice little party heal, because that's only... It's a 1 to 3, so that's a couple of really high-end rolls for that. Please. Please hit. Buff the Highwayman, because I don't think she'll be killed, given this track record on this round. But then again, I could be proved woefully wrong. But the game just wants to prove me wrong. I see how it is. Stunstone.
So clearly in view.
Use
Or is
speed.
it merely a trick of the light?
And the Crusader's already really slow. He's 1 speed. I'll bring him down to 0. Which is basically he's guaranteed to go last. Bust. Useful for town. And more gold. More gold is always good. And this is an empty room, so I don't have to worry about the torch level dripping too low. Let's see, we got Scout. Room Battle of Curio, Room Battle of Treasure. Treasure, please. Treasure is nice. Also, default party. Thank you. Now we're in dark, so I'm just showing off this. Extra stress, 3 times stress. They're double the accurate. They get 3 times the crits, and they're twice as likely to be. Our heroes are twice as likely to be surprised. However, we get twice as much loot, twice the player crits, and monsters are still possibly to be surprised. And then there's, of course, Pitch Black, which is. Oh, I didn't mean to click with you because I think you're.
A handsome reward for a
Sure.
task well performed.
2 keys. I think you're more likely to steal, and then Pitch Black is basically. You get lots of more loot, but it's a lot more stressful. So we're gonna go for Shadowy, I think. Try to keep it around there. A little bit more stressful, but we get some more loot. Let's stun. Because you didn't get surprised. I don't want you stressing people out. Because she has a lot of skills that just stress. Hero's bleeding. Yes, so now we can use a bandage. He's no longer bleeding. The Plague Doctor can also heal bleeds on his own. It's a useful thing for when you run out of bandages. Please hit. Why do you not hit? Yeah, party heal. Heal both. For 1. Minimum roll. And didn't kill him. Not the best. You're gonna have to heal yourself, probably. And there's Stressful Incantation. That also drops the torch. Please stun her, if you can. Yep, got another stun off, although her resistance is gonna keep on going up every time we stun. There's 9. There we go, we got a hit. Running for the old gods. That is good. Heal yourself for 5. You're getting lucky with these rolls. Greater slash. Yeah, just. Oh, you missed. You had to miss. Alright, Plague Grenade. Get some... There we go.
Gently. This is how a life is taken.
Crit. He got a crit heal, and he isn't even hurt. Me nerves. Just kill him.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
Don't allow them to have any, goes, if at all possible. So much blood, yep. Bandage. And then Smite. For 10. Alright, not too bad. Didn't crit and kill him, though. 4, not too bad. Basically brought him up to full health. Ran for the old gods. Don't bleed him again. At least you can battlefield heal and get rid of the bleed. Because the bleed and blood effects are not just within the battle. Once you leave the battle, if you still have a bleed or a blade effect, they continue to persist, which can kill you outside the battle if you're not careful. Bladestone. You're gonna get that, lose some speed, but better blade chances. Let's also bring the torch up. I think if we do it without the key, it's just heirlooms. With the key, it's gold. Or it has a chance to be trapped. And now you're blighted. Luckily, we have anti-venom. So let's use that. Let's see, Peril. You can see stress continues to tick, and there was a trap. Took 6 damage. Yeah, watch your step indeed. Yeah, that's definitely something to watch your step. No, we want it in shadowy. We don't want it to be dark. We gotta scout off. Yeah, we want to go this way because there's treasure in that room. And he didn't steal it, because sometimes he'll just steal. And we got the blood. Special type of supply item. That is for the Crimson Court character, when you go there. The blood is rare. Spread wisely among those in need. Yeah. And 8 food. Well, we can spend some of this food to heal. So that's good. That one healed. Healing is nice. I like healing. We should also stack the torches instead of having to take up 2 inventory spots. And there's the hunger event. Eat 4 food, regain 5% health. I'm actually going to take out the dim light. Just so that, well, for the battle, we should be roughly shadowy still. Use a shovel. And don't worry about having to use up all your shovels and all that. You get gold back if you don't use them all. So it's not too worried. And he's around as well. He also causes stress with Tempting Goblet. He's also a pain. I dislike him as well. There we go, got Blight. He should die on his next round. Which is good, because he's annoying and very stress-causing. Go for the kill. Didn't get the kill. Heal him. Don't want to let it go too low. Axe Blade, dodge that. There's Graveyard Slash. Go for... There we go. Critical kill. And he's got a buff for a couple rounds of... He's more like... He's faster. Which is cool. Good. Nice medium of the road, Divine Grace. Plague got him. Let's buff the Crusader. And... Zealous Accusation. It may kill him if he gets a crit. Actually, no, that completely wipes out crit chance. That could kill him with a crit. It didn't. Got him down to low health, though. The Zealous Accusation should be able to kill him, though, next time. Or a Grape Shot even could kill them. If it rolls really well. Kill him, do a lot of damage to him. Yeah, sure. Do that. It's fine. and then just smite. For 18. Slightly overkill, and truth did prevail. And you got a buff of prot for extra rounds.
Brought low and driven into the mud.
Indeed. Take all. We're going to continue adventuring because I want this chest. And we're going to use the skeleton key on this. Unlock hidden compartment. So deeds, crests, and bust. There we go. Quest completed. So we also get the stun charm. Although it does reduce your dodge. 4 crest and 3,000 gold. Gonna need to pick up deeds at some point. Because deeds are used in basically every single building to upgrade them. Well, crests and all that aren't, and we just got 20 crests. That will hold us for a little bit. Alright, they're now level 1, they've leveled up, that's good. Although they are going to have to go into town to take some stress off if there's replacements available. Ruins Tactician, 15 damage to ruins. That's a nice quirk, that's a positive quirk. I like that quirk. My sin accuracy versus blighted. Genophobe. I was wondering, there's a germaphobe. Yeah, so basically if you blight somebody, he's less accurate against them. Not good. And my 20% stress in the weld. That's also good. A lot of good, couple good ones. One not so good.
Once our estate was the envy of this land.
Yep. And we now have the Tavern in the Abbey. So effectively, we can now do some stress healing. What's in the stagecoach though? Ah, we got a musketeer. Another crusader. Fear of Enclosed Spaces, musical, Warrior of Light. This actually doesn't look too bad, and he's got battle heal. That'd actually be pretty good. And then Bulwark of Faith, plus 24 torch, mark self, mark target, buff self, 20% proc. Effectively, he's going, hit me. I'll take him. Allow me to sideline Reginald.
Arm anchored by holy purpose. A zealous warrior.
Allow me to sideline Reginald until we get the sanitarium, and I can get rid of the fact that he likes to steal stuff. And the musketeer. Steady, stress minus, resist. That's both good quirks. Weld reconstruction. Ah, that's for the occultist. Shoddy musket. Pressman's vest and cloak. Aim shot. Good against marked. Smoke screen. Basically, this is a remade Arbalist, in effect. Clear stun, clear marked, stress minus 1, 6%. And sidearm. And makes it go faster. Yeah. Prefer target in the back. And preserve positions in the back. We'll take her.
A champion markswoman. Keen for a new kind of challenge.
Yep. And then we have the leper, who likes to be on the direct front line. He's got chop, he's got revenge, self, 24 damage, accuracy, crit, 10 dodge, and he takes more damage, withstand, and intimidate. Yeah, that's why he likes to be in the front, because a lot of his abilities can only be used, or some of his can only be used in the front. Prone to investigating the dark arts. We'll leave it be for the moment. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Fresh kegs,
stress relief,
cards, and curtained rooms promise solace to the weary and broken alike.
So you... It wasn't you. You can do the bar. Drink your cares away. Nice and cheap. Stress relief. Plague Doctor. Oh. Well, you're not getting any stress relief. And you're also... You also are going to be coming because I don't have another person to replace you.
The cobwebs have been dusted, the pews set straight. The Abbey calls to the faithful.
Indeed. In fact, let's go and get him its only prey. Slightly more expensive. I am your servant, yep. So he'll do some stress relief. Get that down. And then we could go to the farmstead. We're not going to. Not yet. So we got a little bit of heal because he can heal. I don't know if that's himself or the party. I'm hoping it's the party. Would have been nice to have gotten another Vestal, but we didn't. He can heal the party. Now, we're clearing the path to the boss, still in the ruins. Short, 100% room battles, which is vile. Warrior's Cap, accuracy, melee, and deeds. We do need deeds. Vestal, virtue chance, and virtue, and that's for when your stress gets insanely high, very high. That's a medium. Truth be told, both of these are kind of good, in a way. And short battle, yep, we'll do this one. Free bandage, that is nice. No, we only want 2 shovels. And a key. There we go. We'll only take 1 bandage this time. I think I'll be fine. Because we do have the Plague Doctor with us. He can do some stuff.
The fiends must be driven back. And what better place to begin than the seat of our noble line?
Indeed, but I'm going to call the episode here. I meant to actually call it Back in Town. Whoops. I'd like to thank you for watching, and I hope to see you all next time.